Hello, my name is Ralph Rossetti, and I am the Recreational Director in East Northport Salvation Army. I grew up in Lake Ronkonkoma, New York, the middle of the island. I played sports in college. I was a basketball player in college, and athletics have geared my lifestyle. The way I've came to see the Salvation Army is I started training basketball here and coming in and out of the Salvation Army, not knowing about the church background of it. I was severely depressed when I lost my teaching job. I checked myself into the hospital, and that's about as bottom as my life can get. From someone who was the captain of every team he played on and played football, basketball, and lacrosse in high school and then in basketball in college, someone probably looked down on me that they think I had so much going for me, but all that stuff is just materialistic stuff. It's vision stuff that people see from the outside. People used to think that was happiness, but it was really just hurt on the inside. And the more I got around the church and the more I got involved in the Salvation Army, the brighter I came from the inside. I had other offers to go train other places, but something just kept me here at the Salvation Army. And the further I got along, the more I kept coming to church, and time went on, I realized that it was Jesus Christ that was keeping me here.
My name is Allison McKenna. I go to John Glenn High School. I'm a senior. And yesterday we just won the Long Island Championships for Class A. Ralph's great with kids and just trying to reach our potential, work on our skills. And you know, he's more about like building relationships with the kids, not just basketball.
The dedication and discipline and the fundamentals is key. You know, you got to build the fundamentals first before you can evolve onto more challenging things to do with the kids.
We've called Ralph about maybe 5 times before we actually started to come, and we just noticed that this guy never pushed us away. Every time we called, he said, "When you're ready, just come." And then when we finally came, you know, we trained, and then after we trained, he let us know that Salvation Army is not just a place where we do basketball, but a place where we also worship the Lord.
Basketball has been part of my life for so long, and has made relationships with me for so long, that I feel Jesus Christ used some of my strengths and some of my talents to bring me to the place I'm at today. And all the adversity and all the things that I thought when I was in charge of my life that were taking me right down the right alley, they were all the wrong alleyways.
There is nothing like this in Suffolk County, nothing. And it's needed. You really want to develop them as an adult, a well-rounded adult. And programs like this is what helps them. They interface with a lot of people. This could be an ongoing thing, you know, having children of all different ages and different backgrounds, economically as well as socially. I've watched them. I've been down here 30, 40, 50 times and observed them, because I have 3 other children, grandchildren, that come here also every Saturday, 2 boys and a girl. And so I go from a 9-year-old to a 15-year-old boy and girl, and he handles them all. They all love him.
If the kids see my relationship with them and they see I care, and it's not about making money, and it's not about how many times I can get them here, if they genuinely know that you're in for it because you care about them, you care about their growth, you care about their spirit, you care about their heart, you care about their family, they're more likely to come back to you for advice or someone to lean on or someone to ask questions to. And it's more about a relationship for me. So I feel that once I have that relationship with that person and I make them comfortable with me, then I'm able to find ways to incorporate what Jesus Christ's mission is for us. And that's just to live in the image of what he wants us to do. And if I can spread that to kids and families and promote Jesus Christ and also do the thing I love to do, and that's athletics, and push myself as hard as I can push myself, then I have the best world that I could possibly imagine.
There you go, good. Stay in the balls with your feet, front to back, front to back, front to back. There you go.
When I first started with the Salvation Army, I started holding prayer and I became a soldier. Just things started happening that didn't happen in my life before. People were asking me for advice in different ways, and I feel the Lord's led me through these conversations to speak His word. And I've went from holding prayer in the middle of a gym in the community with people to people texting me and asking me for prayer through text. And it's been a nice evolution of my life that Jesus knows what He's doing with me. He knew that He had to put me to my knees. And without doing that, He knew I wouldn't be where I am today, because He knows I have a drive. He knows it takes a lot to get through to me. And the only way He was able to get through to me was He said, okay, you think you know, but here's the way it's going to go. And I wake up thanking Him every day for that adversity, because it's made me the person I am today.
Good form. Good job. Keep working. Once you get to the end, we're going to go the opposite leg. You're going to step right left.
In Galatians, it talks about self-control. And we all need self-control no matter what aspect of our life. And physical is another part of that people get confused with, because it's not a part that's measured by law. You know, some people, they have to have self-control with alcohol, and sometimes it becomes a problem that they really have to be either arrested or get in trouble with that. The Lord wants us to present Him with a body that's clean and that's pure. So if we give the Lord a body that's dirty on the inside, then we're really not living by what the Lord wants us to do. If the Lord wants us to pray, and the Lord wants us to be right, and the Lord wants us to evangelize, and the Lord wants us to build relationships with people, but we have to be able to look into the mirror and know that we have to be clean with ourselves. We have to have that relationship with the Lord, and self-control is one aspect of your life, and fitness and wellness and your heart, that all has to be strong. So that day when we perish and we look the Lord in the eyes, we have to know that we've done right by the Lord by keeping ourselves as fit as we possibly can.
So once a week class, and fortunately I could take Gavin here with me, and he could run around and play while I get a good workout in.
Well, it's a high-intense workout, constantly keeping your cardio up through various exercises at all levels, so it's pretty good for everybody, that starting out to being advanced. And the consistency of the exercise gets you, your heart rate up, and burn a lot of calories and gain a lot of muscle. It's a great class, well organized. Everyone enjoys himself. It's great.
I like to come here because I like to work out in a group. I think it's fun, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And the exercises switch so quickly. Once you think, oh, I can't do this for another second, boom, you moved on to something else.
There's something about being in a group, a group setting.
Yeah, it's like a team effort almost, you know. You kind of
You're all supportive, and it's a great competition. And actually, the atmosphere here is really, I think it helps you too. It's just a really great place to be.
I can now use my talents from teaching and my bachelor's and my master's degree to further help me now in something that is bigger than just going to a school from 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. This is now something that I can touch kids' lives and adults' lives, and I can allow Jesus to use me to touch people's lives community-wide, and that could be a 24/7 thing that happens. There's no boundaries, and there's no one telling me that what I have to say and what I don't have to say. It's Jesus is my boundary, and whatever Jesus' plan is for me, I'm going to take it that far. As far as Jesus wants me to go, I'm going.